Chief?
That's just the CERT program. If you recall, we, Chief brought forward the training civilian emergency response team, I think it is, so that's what the T's for. About a dozen, 12, 14 that will be in attendance, receive their certificates.
And are they getting that tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and then, next is the clerk's item, Carnival at St. John.
Question, do we have a policy that takes this kind of contract to corporation counsel? Or have we gotten to a point where we don't find that necessary anymore?
It's just a routine, their process routine, sent to the different departments for review.
They have all the rules.
And it's the same one that does it every year.
Yeah, well, I
And they know
understand
that the signs, but no, I've never taken it, not since I've been clerk.
Well, that is a contract, I mean, and I'm concerned about the liability aspect, potential liability aspect of that. You know, we had that horrible accident 40 years, 50 years ago at Taylortown.
They have
And
to
it might
supply
not be a bad idea to
insurance.
make
They have
sure.
to
I
apply.
know they have insurance, and I read what the insurance contract said, but it doesn't, I'm not sure that there is a hold harmless clause, and as long as we don't have anything to do with that other than the inspections, I'm kind of concerned that we may find ourselves having one of those meetings just before the the second meeting day of the month where we have a huge bill because of risk management monies. I just wondered if we were doing that, and I think perhaps
Bring it up at.
I will bring it up. Well, I'll bring it up tomorrow night. I'll ask John what he thinks, and then I'll go from there.
Okay.
Question for the chief. Years ago, we asked Chief Bonner, there was some controversy about one of the carnival companies that would come in and do these carnivals. I'm sure it was one. But he said that when they were in town, there was an increase in breaking and enterings and things like that. Is that evident? Do you see anything like that?
Probably still somewhat par for the course. I mean, they don't employ the best of people.
Okay, so, John, maybe you wanted to shoot an email to John Martin so he has the answer ready?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. All right, and so next is the Recreation Commission appointment.
I have a question. Who are we replacing?
Bob Hunter said he couldn't do it. I guess since the time he could with the appointment, so.
Okay, thank you.
How many people are on there?
9?
Okay.
Is she gonna be here tomorrow to be sworn in?
Did she attend the meeting?
She is.
Just,
Just recreation.
Okay.
she wasn't sworn out, she's not appointed yet, but she just.
Okay, next is the second readings. The first one is the high back amendment for PD. That's item 12. Any questions on that? We had the first reading last meeting. And then we have one more item for PD, and that's the Justice Assistant Grant, item 23.
Number 12, you're right, sir.
Go ahead, John.
This has to do with the new laws, the super drunk laws. Is that what this is about?
Correct. That way we can charge him the super drunk driving under city ordinance.
And what constitutes super drunk?
Anything over .17.
Over .17.
Correct.
Other than
Yeah,
That's pretty high.
Okay, so next is the Justice Assistance Grant. Any questions on that for the chief?
This is a city match, right?
No match, just a JAG grant, a grant we get every year. There's no match to it. Judiciary, Homeland Security, because we're just very county.
Okay. Okay, anything else for that item for the grant? Okay, next we go to development services. We have, let's see, Rocky and John here. So we have second reading, and that, do you wanna talk about that a little bit?
Sure.
Just remind us what the process here.
Yeah, so the second reading which has to take place, first reading went through on the last meeting. The second reading also must go through, but in this instance, we're looking from the recommendations from the planning commission, planning department, and planning consultant to deny. So it would be read, so there's two ways that you could do it. You could do it, and that's read the entire thing as it sits, and everybody votes no, or you could motion to deny. So I think the first route is probably the best route, is just to go ahead and read the motion to approve, and everybody would vote no, if, of course, you were taking the recommendations of all the listed below.
Okay,
13.
yes. Okay, and then on 17, this is DDA property maintenance agreement.
If I may, I just wanted to let you know that we had a DDA meeting and everyone, it was unanimous and the DDA was very happy with the meetings.
For
Any
Louis?
questions about it?
Louis Landscaping.
And should be another one on there.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, don't we usually have alternate?
17, no,
18 is the professional services.
what they
for
were
DDA.
doing is, I guess the city was trying to do it for a while, and it's like haphazard. And I think we've had those for a while, but there was something else they're having done too,
18 is the professional services being approved for DDA.
that would be it.
So who did this in the past?
Louis has done it for a while, but didn't the city for a while try to do it?
We did one 2 summers ago.
Yeah, we tried to do it, and it didn't end up very well. It was very haphazard, and it wasn't done on a timely basis, and it looks rather shabbily.
Didn't we before have like 2 sources in case one wasn't available? Didn't we, when we made the approval for one, there was 2?
I don't know if that was for the DDA.
Three.
DDA was straightforward, we just gave that to one
Right.
bidder, because that's a weekly cut. The ordinance was 3 bidders.
Okay.
But yeah, the landscaping was only one. And they do a good job
Yeah.
for us, and it's a small, I mean, it's not a huge thing, but I just wanted you to know that they were, okay.
Thanks. Madam Chair?
Yes,
My question is, this is just relevant to the DDA property, is that correct?
Correct.
I just walked, that would just be DDA, yes, sir.
And that is essentially at the property adjacent to Hardy and Goddard? Or
Midtown.
is there other DDA property around the city?
There's multiple, Midtown, Rose Garden Sub is part of the DDA, Catherine
Dudley.
and Dudley, the Rose Garden Sub. There's a lot next to the Masonic Temple, that's in the DDA.
Anything between Telegraph and Pelham that is in the DDA, the
I'm
city
got it.
owns.
We have
I got, what I'm saying, I got her,
Allen Lakes
would be
also.
inclusive.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying, nothing out of,
They do
nothing
that.
out
I
of
just
this.
thought you guys did the front.
They take care of that.
You're right.
Okay. So now going
Madam
to.
Chair, again.
Go ahead.
Right, so that was added in this year. In the past, it was, if you notice, the DDA only incorporated like mostly park spaces at the Goddard, Catherine, Butterfly Garden area. The park at Midtowns, which there will be an agreement coming forward with the Midtown Association, Brownstone Association to continue to do that. They improved how they did it last year and their desires of continuing that. This year, we incorporated all of those other city-owned properties to the DDA to make sure that they get cut on a regular basis versus the 3 times a season that was going on with the DPW in the past.
Okay, so last, I just want to know, so last year, the amount we paid last year, was it similar to this?
We didn't do it last year, it was 2 years the city did it, and it was done haphazardly. It was only done when they had the time and could fit it in because we're short of people. Prior to the 2 years ago, we had a company do it. I don't know if the prices are comparable, but I believe they said they were. Trying to go back to that meeting, and and the DDA has the funds right now to pay it. So rather than it look shabby, they decided they'd rather pay someone and make sure it's done correctly.
But I'm just, no, but we won't be cutting Midtown, or you're waiting for Midtown to take it over?
Midtown's gonna continue to do that. They're under a contract right now, and when we need to renew that, which they'll bring forward to the DDA probably next meeting, I think.
Correct.
Mayor, this is slightly off the subject. fire station down in Eureka. You're supposed to be cutting the grass and stuff like that.
Right now,
We cut it last week,
was-
I did cut it last week, but I'm
It did get cut, I think Thursday we cut it, and it'll get done weekly or every 10 days now.
And just to add, I know it's a little bit off subject, but you'll notice the trailer there that's not usually there. The county is staging, the contractor's staging from that location. They started Eureka Road construction today, so they're staging from there. They're supposed to be done by the end of June.
I know, traffic's backed up on Eureka all the way to Westlake. I don't appreciate
I
that.
bet you don't.
We don't like it when the roads new and improved.
I do, through a neighborhood, which isn't good.
Okay, so next is 17, this is the, I'm sorry, we did 17, next is 18, this is professional services of Fort Keskes Silver. This is a DDA recommendation also, right?
TDA, take
Oh,
up
this is-
Brownfield.
yeah.
Oh, I thought it's, okay, it says DDA, 18?
But it's all of them, DDA, tech,
Oh, okay, all of them,
Brownfield.
okay. So any questions on that for,
Yeah, didn't we just do, a pen chuck, for this,
That was for
firm
HUD.
for the same
and
stuff?
we turned it down?
That's what
You
they
don't have one, right?
HUD, I think.
Was that just HUD?
I believe so.
That's
Okay,
just-
anything else?
Those for community development.
I don't think we've brought anything forth for DDA for a while.
No, we do it annually.
I'm saying it's been a
Yeah.
while, so.
And this is the firm that handled it for DDA?
Correct.
Yes. And Tifa and Brownfield.
I think it was Neil Silver under a different firm, right?
I think, there's a new person added to it.
Silver and Gad now, so.
The port is that new person on their team. Yeah. New partner. But Silver's again, yes. Silver and Gad actually, they're working on the Ida Lakes.
That's why I said Silver and Gad are the two.
Okay, and the next item, 19, this is for, the firm stated, for all of those groups too, Downtown Development Authority, TIF, and Brownfield. I'm gonna assume this is for something the other group
This is
can't
our
do.
bond
This is
council.
bond council, this is.
Bond
that-
council, okay.